Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another quick pick prediction video. In this video, I'll be predicting, what bout am I predicting? The welterweight bout between Neil Magny versus Daniel Rodriguez. So I see this one right here is I'm going average confidence Neil Magny. Shocker. Is it shocking or is it not shocking? But yeah, I think that Li Jingliang fight kind of opened up some eyes there. Not to say that MMA math Neil Magny beat Li Jingliang, so he'll beat Daniel Rodriguez. But even outside of that, I see openings in Daniel Rodriguez. I think he opened definitely in the grappling department. And also, he's not necessarily the style matchup that Neil Magny has had lots of fights. So it's lots of tape on Neil Magny, lots of you could see clear track records of how to beat him. Like jiu-jitsu guys, you got it. Jiu-jitsu wrestler guys, you got it. Like you got it. Leg kickers, you got it. Leg kicking strikers, not the guy that's throwing anybody throwing like leg kicking solid strikers. You got it. But Daniel Rodriguez isn't, he got some decent leg kicks, decent enough, but he's not really anything notable with his leg kicks. He's not that chop you down, then mince you up type guy. He's more so heavily a boxer that got a couple decent kicks in his game. He's not a guy that has done anything really notable with his kicks against anybody at any really level of the game. So Neil Magny should have no issues with his kicks. He's more so a boxer. So his distance a lot of times more so boxing range. Yeah, he's more of a boxer, so he got more of a boxing range. He just got a long jab, so it'll make that range pretty effective. But going to with Neil Magny, who will always have that long reach. What, like he got 83.5, so one of the longest reaches. Matter of fact, probably the longest reach pound for pound, because John Jones got the longest reach at 84.5, and he's a light heavyweight, and Magny's a welterweight with like 82 or 83.5 inch reach. So his reaching that far from John Jones, and he's at welterweight, so he will have that reach on everybody significantly. And yeah, with that reach, he'll have to address Neil Magny's reach, and Neil Magny can exploit that reach. He always does. And Rodriguez will have to come in more than he usually has to land his shots, and then coming in more, that will open up the clinch game, which I feel is a weaker area of Rodriguez. The takedown defense is a weaker area of Rodriguez. Rodriguez definitely got some solid grappling as well, but I feel like his wrestling defense isn't among the best. It's exploitable. I feel like this is a fight where Magny could definitely exploit, like I said, exploit that reach, exploit the stylistic matchup, exploit Rodriguez had to step in a little bit more and maybe like latching up onto him, working against the cage, wearing on him. Just use that long torso, long frame, and really smothering Daniel Rodriguez when he tries to step in and just like look for the clinch, look for the underhooks, overhooks, and just get him as he is entering, or get him as they're near the cage. And yeah, I just think he fights a veteran style and looks to use that length and reach, exploit Rodriguez he enters in, maybe score some takedowns, or maybe look to use that closing the gap from Rodriguez to drag him into a clinch or bait him into a clinch exchanges. Use that long torso, just lean on him, work on his cage, maybe try to work to lean on his back or just hang over top of him, and just probably do some knees to the body, toe stomping, elbows, little taps him on the chin with his punches and stuff, tap him on the side of his head, and like just work for takedowns. Probably get a couple takedowns out there, and just wins a grindy affair out there, and beats Daniel Rodriguez. So in this one, I got Neil Magny via decision.